Hey, what is up, guys? It is me, Amateur, bringing you a video on, as you can see, weaponry trial number 3. Today is the day that we are going to be showing you guys exactly how to beat this level, utilizing some of the units that are in the game. Now, mind you, I do have coal, which some of you may have and may not have. But a good replacement for coal is either blade or stinger. These two units are a good replacement. Even if you want to use someone like Vladarian Scout, is also good. Someone that has high mobility, Blade does give that slight dodge ability just in case you do find yourself in difficulties, and you will see this in the guide. But on the screen, we're going to show you guys exactly who we have and what their gears and weapons are. So first of all, we have Cole showing you guys his gear. We do have a fully maxed out Void Stab. We got lucky with our legendary trinket. You can use any trinket you want, as long as it's like in the 40s or 50s. I ended up using the Maverick's Cloak, because sometimes you will be a few units away from opponents or from your allies, so you will be doing some extra damage just in case. We do have the Devil Turret, gives a 1 stack upon defeating units, and the Devil Turret, if you guys don't know, is increases attack and defense by 3% up to 30% chance without being dispelled. So you're going to be killing a lot of units, and you're going to be gaining a lot of buffs. As for the attack, we end up using his single dual blade strike. We attempted to try with Hidden Thorn, but because it was only one attack, it didn't do work. But because of our 50 times dealing damage for 2 times, ended up being lucky with that crit, and it ended up doing slightly more damage than the 100% attack. So here we have Eerie Footwork. Then we have Flurry of Stabs. This is also very important. We do end up having the Perfect Assassination, just because we do want that 15% crit damage, alongside with the 10% boost in attack and 20% boost in defense. And then also one thing that actually does help a lot is the Omen of Death. All right, you're going to end up gaining the Feverish Beast, which increases crit and lifesteal by 15%. This ability can be stacked up to 5 times. So this is great because it lasts for 3 turns, and then you recover 2 RNG when you defeat an enemy. So if you end up killing a lot of these minions, you can actually keep spamming Flurry of Stabs. Let's go off to the second unit, which some of you may have. It is Gloria. Gloria is running the same weapon engravings. It has the sword and the cup. Now this one we put our spear that had the most, whatever, the highest level. So we had this one, and then we ended up putting this trinket on Fancy Hat just to increase our magic defense by 6% a little bit. And then we also had the Devil Turret. For the skills, we ended up using her Lance of Justice. So it does deal an AoE damage of 70% when she does have the flag. But when she doesn't have the flag, it becomes into the Sword of Justice, which what it does is it deals 100% physical damage, and when attacking from the front, it increases the damage dealt to 130. So that's one good thing, because if you have her normal attack, all it is just 100%. But if you're attacking from the front, it's 130%. We also have the front defense, which takes less damage from the front. We do use the Lance of Longinus, or Longinus. We are using also the ability that decreases attack of all enemies within 2 tiles by 10%. And then we also have the Brilliance port that she has. Now, alongside Gloria and Cole, we do have Crimson Falcon, which is a free-to-play unit that you guys should have received at maximum 5 stars already. For this one, we're running any weapon that is at level 50. So in this one, we were using the Newborn Blade that we had, a 3-star level 50. We ended up having a Disaster Bottle and also the Devil Turret. Usually for Devil Turret, you want to have at least some increase in physical attack. Then we are using the Armor Piercing Strike. You could 100% use the Dual Blade Strike, that's no problem. I did it with the Armor Piercing Strike. She then has Vital Guard, Flurry of Stabs, has the Inspiration of Comrades passive, where at the start of the turn, if there are 2 or more allies within 2 tiles, it gains damage 2 for 1 turn. When hit by an active skill or attack, if there are 2 or more allies, it decreases the damage by 20%. So we had this one, which is great. And then we had the Lock On. At the start of the battle, inflicts physical defense down by 2 on the enemy with the highest attack within 6 tiles. So you want to have that on the boss, so then it does defense down, means more damage. Alongside Crimson, we do have Angel, of course, which is the Lady of the Hour. If you have others like Inanna or Samantha, or even the KA Light Guard, I believe, or Light Conjurer, you should be set. A healer, you should be good. As for gear, I ended up going with the Reorganized Cube. This I got lucky and I got 3 duplicates of it. I ended up using the Spring Pill with the Weapon Engravings as Resonance, which decreases magical damage by 15% taken. Because you do want this healer to have slightly more magic defense, because you want her to be targeted. And with her being targeted, having the most highest defense, then she's going to be receiving 15% less magical damage. And then as for the turret, we ended up using the increases healing by 15%. Now, mind you, we do have level 50, but this is what we used for level 65 before we unlocked weapon engraving, and also before we reached level 50. So that's why I'm showing you guys these items and whatnot, and gears and skills. And then as for the last unit, we ended up having the Outlaw Guard. Outlaw Guard, I only had his weapon at level 40, did not max this out. We did end up getting a couple dupes. We used the Hollow Axe, which increases defense by 8% and then gains a bonus physical attack equal to 8% physical defense and magic defense at the start of the battle. So we had this one. Then we had the armor that decreases damage taken by 10% when healthy. And as the turret, we ended up using Rays of the Sun, which it ignores 20% of defense when attacking an injured enemy. As for the skill, this is very important for the skill. You need to have this one exactly, because it helps out a lot. Slash is normal. Rage. When hit by an active attack, damage is decreased by 8%. After being attacked, the character gains gain 2. Sometimes this comes into effect, sometimes you don't see it. Rupture Armor. Before a single target attack, gains 50% chance to inflict the defense 2 down, which is good. And then also Intimidate, which is a very, very important skill to have, because at the end of the turn, inflicts damage 2 on the enemy with the highest attack within 4 radius. This is actually very good. And that is all the units, and now let's enjoy the guide and make sure to follow along if you want to beat level 65. Alright, here we go. We're using the flag waving right off the bat, because that is what ends up happening. I'm going to pause it from time to time just to show you guys exactly what happens, because now for tactics, you're going to want to use, before we get this video started, you want to use War Horn and also Flag of Convallaria. So make sure to have those two, because War Horn is very important to have, especially when the boss becomes in shield effect. So let's go ahead. We're going to end up moving the guard first. Now he's going to be doing the slash attack on this minion. Then we're going to be doing the spear, or the flag attack, I call it. You want to primarily put it somewhere where it doesn't block movement, for example. For 1 turn, I had it right here on this tile. Oh, no, sorry, right here on that tile. So it could do damage to the boss and also this minion right here that just died. Unfortunately, this spot that is highlighted right now did not work that well. I tried it on one. I tried it on that one. To be honest, it reduces the mobility. So you don't want to put it here, because Crimson actually goes around here. So you want to put it either here where it's landed right now, or you can also put it right behind. Right behind this one is kind of silly, but to be honest, either where it's at right now or this tile highlighted right here. So we did that one, killed the one minion. So he's going to attack. As you can see, it did attack the person, I think, with the highest magic defense, if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't remember exactly what happens, but he ended up attacking Crimson. And I was like, wait a minute. But luckily he lived. Luckily, now Cole is going to go in and start killing units, gaining his Omen of Death plus Devil. And what we ended up doing was, as you could see, we could have easily killed these two minions with Cole. But what we wanted to do was we attacked the one minion and then went right for the boss just to do some damage on turn 1, which is actually sometimes very important to do because it's also a mobility issue. Because if you were to not run with Falcon, you could run into some problems with mobility. So this one Falcon ended up killing and we ended up moving. Now we did heal, all right, right away with Angel. Now with Angel, I think I forgot to go over her skills, but the skills were there. There was an increase in magic defense. The other passive was, I can't remember the name, Flagent or something, where you gain and you get 1 RNG for being hit. And then the other one was the AoE healing. You don't need to have the regular healing, single target healing. You can do the AoE healing. Now, the reason why we have her in this spot is because if we get it closer to Crimson Falcon, he will get hit because he's going to have the highest magic defense. So we want to have her away because in 2 tiles, she gives people 30% plus magic defense. So round 2, right off the bat, we're going to use Burning Bridges on the boss, doing Intimidate, and also hopefully getting that. As you can see, this does 130% on the sword attack. So boom, she takes some damage. Now minions are here, and what is going to happen is that Cole is going to kill that one minion, and then Crimson Falcon is going to kill the minion up top because you want to have them split, all right? You want to have Falcon and Cole or Blade, you want to have them on one opposite ends because you want to kill the boss or the minions. Angel does damage to the minion. As you can see, we keep doing Intimidate and hopefully getting that physical defense down. Now this is where the shield happens, all right, and another minion happens. So what we're doing is Cole is going to kill this minion right here, and then we're going to use Warhorn. All right, we're going to use Warhorn. Boom, locked on. That's physical defense down. We also used the catastrophe bottle. And as you can see, that did a ton of damage. That did about almost more than 7k damage or so. So now we're going to keep doing attacks. The shield is gone. So since the shield is gone, it's not going to do any damage whatsoever. We ended up using the Brilliance just to get some stats. All right, we ended up killing another minion. Keep getting that Devil and Omen of Death stats. Keep doing this. Now, one thing I did mess up on here is that I was supposed to move maybe Crimson Falcon on this side of the boss, right here, and then moved him Outlaw where Crimson is, because there is a minion that's going to spawn, and he ends up attacking Cole. So if you want to try to avoid that. So turn 5, we ended up putting the Flag of Convallaria at the top corner, so we're going to get, you know what it does already, if you guys already have that flag. We did the attack. This is the AoE attack. We should be buffing it. As you can see what I'm talking about, if we ended up having, for example, Crimson where Cole is, and then Outlaw where Crimson is, then this Cole would have easily killed the minion, and we would have not taken damage. So we did lock on, catastrophe bottle, doing the attacks again, doing a decent amount of damage, doing healing again because is what we want to do. As you can see, Cole now gains dodge. Cole gains dodge because he got attacked. See, Outlaw wastes his attack on him. We're using Brilliance again. Now, this did take about 14 rounds. If we properly did the maneuvering, we could have probably done this in a lesser time. All right, Cole going in for the kill. And then he does the cooldown again to do 2 times in 1 turn. Then Crimson is going to go up top and kill the other minion. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and keep doing damage again. We're doing Light of Healing, so make sure everyone is healthy so they do more damage. Burning Bridges. Boom. Intimidate. We're using the Lance now attack to make sure we have our sword so we could do more damage. He has the shield. Cole's going to take that out, no problem. Now you want to use, I don't know what took me so long to use Warhammer, but we're going to use Warhammer and end up destroying the shield again. Now make sure in the talent section, make sure to increase your TP, because the TP will help. Flurry of Stabs, as you can see, because of Omen, we do keep getting health of Lifesteal. Now in this run, We are not using any weapon engravings. Just want to tell you guys no. Weapon engravings was added recently. So in the next run we're going to do, we're going to be showing you guys a level 50 with weapon engravings. And on top of that, also level 60 turrets with the secret abilities. Just to see exactly in how many runs we can complete this. We might use the same unit, Gloria, or we might swap it out and use Rawiyah. But we're going to see exactly what we could do. Again, we throw the flag down. Alright, she's taking some damage, but luckily we can kill. Alright, Crimson Falcon is going in for the kill. Now, mind you, I was like, holy shit, what am I going to do? So I believe I attacked with Angel. But luckily he lived. And then ends up attacking Crimson Knight, which does no damage whatsoever. We ended up using Warhorn because we wanted him to die, just in case to not take any damage. He ended up using the shield. And then this turn, we ended up killing both the minions. And then going to town on the boss and finishing him and killing him. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure... Actually, we did this in 12 rounds? I thought it was 14 rounds. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Peace.